Good?
Good.
Go gavel. Cool. That was a big gavel.
Call this special council meeting of March 1st, 2023 to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sure. Vincent?
Here.
Jackson.
Silver?
Here.
Duber? Here. Perry? Here. Bilski?
Here.
Klein?
Here.
Erland?
Before we get into the agenda, I know Nick Papa is here. He wanted to have a few words. He is running for judge in Bedford Municipal Court, so I thought I would give him a moment to introduce himself.
Thank you very much, Council President. My name is Nick Papa. I've been acting judge and magistrate in the Bedford Municipal Court for over 17 years now. My mentor, Judge Melling, cannot run again because in Ohio you cannot be over the age of, can't be 70 or over, and at the time of election to seek another term. As such, I am attempting, can't fill Judge Melling's shoes, but I'm attempting to fill his position. So he's a great guy, and I tell people if I'm half the judge, if I get elected, and if I'm half the judge that Judge Melling is, I'll be successful. So a lot of experience, and 17 years worth, and that's why I'm running. Thank you.
Good luck, Nick.
Thank you.
I've been in front of him many times and very easy to work with, so,
As a defendant or as an attorney?
and best of luck.
You can go, but you don't have to.
I will make a motion to approve the council meeting minutes of February 1st, 2023. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Stacy. Any questions, any corrections, issues with the minutes? Anna, please call roll.
Vincent?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes.
Duber?
Yep.
Perry? Bilski?
Yes.
Klein?
Yes.
Thank you. I will make a motion to appoint 2 council persons to serve as board members of the Volunteer Firefighters Dependents Fund.
Can I just say that as long as I've been mayor, the position of that has always gone to the 2 newest council people. It doesn't have to, but why break a good thing?
Ryan?
I look forward to the opportunity.
But you haven't been voted in yet.
Does Amanda have to be?
If so chosen.
Okay.
We didn't second.
I'll nominate Ryan Bilski and Amanda Curlin.
I think we need a second first, actually. I made the motion.
Oh, you made the motion?
You should.
Or do I?
Motion, which includes the names.
I will accept his motion.
Now you
Question, it says on here, the dependent children of volunteer firefighters. We don't have volunteer fire.
They're volunteer communication. It's illegal designation.
All right. So,
I never understood.
Paid volunteers.
all right. Any other comments? Anna, please call roll.
Vincent?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes.
Duber?
Yep.
Perry? Yes. Bilski?
Yes.
Klein?
enthusiastically, yes.
Happens when you're not.
I will make a motion to declare a 2009 Toro zero-turn mower, model number 74925, as surplus to be disposed of at the mayor's discretion. Is there a second? Second. Thank you. Do you want to add anything, or is it kind of self-explanatory? All right. As you always do. Okay.
Well, you just opened up what might be a good time for me to say that over the last few surpluses that you've declared, they've done a heck of a great job and have brought in over $36,000.
comments? And please call roll.
Vincent,
Yes.
Silver,
Yes.
Duber,
Yes.
Harry. Bilski,
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, I will make a motion to declare a PSC trailer-mounted speed awareness monitor, vehicle identification number 1P915101771G301126 as surplus, to be disposed of at the mayor's discretion. Is there a second?
I'm not sure this will be over the $1,000 amount required, but just to be safe.
What is this exactly? What's it?
It's that thing that you saw that says how fast you're going.
Okay.
It's not the new updated kind.
New one?
Yeah.
On the signs.
Those are permanent in place, aren't they? Are those permanent in place, or no? Those are, okay.
Kleenex over here somewhere. Do you have Kleenex? No?
Questions or comments?
Do these resell on any of the government like resale websites, or the mower or the speed awareness monitors, or that's where post them there? Got it. Got it.
There's sites that the service department basically handle, it's Gov Deals and places.
Right. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
All right, Anna, can you please call roll?
Vincent,
Yes.
Silver,
Yes.
Duber, Harry. Yes. Bilski,
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
I will make a motion to authorize the purchase of safety cameras from Next Gen Integration LLC in an amount not to exceed $211,901 to be funded by an ARPA grant, and finding that formal public bidding for this technology is not required in the best interest of the village pursuant to section 107.01E11 of the Orange Village Codified Ordinances. Is there a second?
Second.
I'd just like to say that this is a great thing that the village is able to get. We're dotting the Ts and crossing the Ts and dotting the Is now to get everything in place so that we can go ahead and execute this grant. And this will do a great job. I didn't let the chief talk about it if there's any more questions, but this will be a very advanced crime fighting, crime solving tools.
What kind of cameras are these? What are they for?
That just allows me to take a moment to just publicly acknowledge Officer Atwell, who was the writer of the grants that have yielded this village $500,000 last year alone in order to outfit our police officers with the updated police cars, dash cameras, and body cameras, which have been started for the first time. Right? The grant for the other things. And I just want Steve Atwell to be acknowledged because he did do it.
He also worked very hard with CEI because there's a real problem out there now about people using their telephone poles without permission. And every pole had to be identified separately on a sheet of paper, sent to their engineers, and be okayed by them for these to be installed. And so there was a lot of legwork involved with
It's amazing he got through it because he asked Zugan how long it'll take him to change a light bulb. Next week, there will be on the agenda, what we didn't get done in time for tonight is an appropriations adjustment because we thought this transaction was going to take place in 2022. So we need to amend 2023 to show that it will actually take place this year. So that you'll see that next week as the follow-up to your permission for us to execute this deal.
Is there a a map as to where you're planning on locating these, Chief? I know you don't want to, let that information out necessarily, but
I think these are, I just want to make a quick statement. They're crucially important. And I appreciate the time it took to go through this, but I'm looking under the purpose, the violence reduction, and I'm very concerned about the disturbing numbers, especially with firearms up 523%.
I've been saying all year.
Yeah, no, I think seeing this, and that leading to the propensity of additional crime too. And I'm just wondering, and this may not be the place for it, but I know that our neighbors in Beechwood just passed the resolution concerning condemning recent gun violence and the increase in mass shootings across the country. And I'm wondering, would something like that help the cause as well? Sorry. Yeah, Beechwood just passed a resolution condemning the shootings, mass violence. As I understand it, we are not permitted to pass laws locally about guns. Is that correct?
You're not allowed to. We wanted to. I wanted to outlaw them at the park, and we were not even allowed to do
Right.
that.
So I know Beechwood set this up as a shout out to Columbus to say this is something, we want you to be aware of, and that we're absolutely against these mass shootings, the rise in guns, as we see with our percentage here. And I'm just wondering if a resolution like that from us would be helpful to the police officers, as obviously your safety and the safety of our community is so important.
the software that is accompanying these systems upgradable so that as technology improves, with what they can actually read, can the systems be modified to accommodate it? Great. Thank you, Chief, and your staff for putting this together and reaching out and helping the community by doing this.
Comments? Anna, call roll, please.
Vincent,
Emphatically, yes.
Silver. Yes. Duber. Perry,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
Motion to award the bid for the asphalt road repair program for 2023 to Geauga Highway in the amount not to exceed $420,328.75. Is there a second? Thank you, Brandon. Ryan?
As everybody can see, we got quite a few bidders, which was nice to see. 7 total. Geauga Highway came in at $374,000, which was almost $50,000 less, or a little better than $50,000 less than the engineer's estimate for the base. Asphalt came in a lot cheaper than we were anticipating. So, with that, the bid alternate is able to slide in, actually under my initial base bid. Geauga Highway have not dealt with them directly. 2 years ago, they operated under NES, a different company. As Geauga Highway, since I was not familiar with them, I reached out to a number of their references just to make sure. This project is pretty pretty much just a straight up mill and fill Brainerd Road. She built very quickly. As far as all their references, they were able to handle that type of work without any issues. So again, that's why I would put in for their recommendation.
All of Brainerd from Woodmere to Miles?
From Miles to Everett, to southern end.
I'm sure we've covered this before. What is the bid alternate? Can you explain that?
The bid alternate on this project is using an interlayer fabric. Basically, after the first layer goes down, the fabric goes in place, and then the top course goes over it. It acts to help reduce reflective cracking. It almost acts like another inch of asphalt. We've used it for years and years. Yeah, we did use it.
It's a device that acts as a reinforcement for the asphalt.
It is.
How is it that 4 of the bid alternates came in the exact same?
Basically, the fabric comes in and it's usually put down by one of 2 contractors. So I'm sure.
Same contractor. Okay.
Gave all of them the same number.
Any other questions or comments? Can you please call roll?
Vincent,
Yes.
Silver,
Yes.
Duber, Harry, Bilski,
Yes.
Klein.
I will make a motion to award the bid for the Miles Road culvert replacement to Matt Winters Excavating in the amount not to exceed $291,125. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Stacy. Brian?
Again, was happy to see a number of bids come in on this. Matt Winters Excavating, again, another contractor I have never dealt with before. His references were absolutely glowing from the people that I called. A number of county executives or I should say county engineers were a lot of his references. A lot of the work that he does is just straight culvert work. With this bid, I just want everybody to be aware that this is split between us and Solon. Our portion of this contract is only $113,000. Solon will, as far as the construction picks up the balance, is in theirs. Solon is also putting it on for passage too. And out of that 113,000, we are looking to use our community cost share from the regional sewer district, which is around 70,000. So in the end, it'll be somewhere around 40,000 out of the general.
Do we still have an agreement with Solon for this?
I believe we do.
Steve and I were remembering that maybe we did that a few years ago when we applied for a grant for this.
Well, we did one a few years ago for the other culvert.
So we probably need to make sure we have that.
We got absolutely double check.
Okay, thanks.
How do you determine the split between what Solon pays and what we pay?
Right along the center line. That's why, Solon is actually on the south side. If you're aware or familiar with where the, culvert is, you have the pedestrian, the sidewalk bridge on their side.
Yeah.
They are extending the culvert significantly longer than we are. We're going out to the right of way. They're actually going well beyond that driveway that cuts through. So the significant cost of the culvert basically falls on their side.
Measure it and they get X percent is on there, so that
Right
it's,
down the center. The
yeah.
center line is
Okay.
the court line. So as they were adding a little bit more to theirs, their cost just kept going up.
Yeah, he can do the unit calculation.
yeah, interesting, okay.
Basically unit cost, and they've got more units.
Oh, yeah.
Any questions or comments? All right, Anna, can you please call roll?
Vincent,
Yes.
Silver,
Yes.
Duber,
Yes.
Harry,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
A discussion of the bills to be paid in the month of February in the amount of $206,511.26 and additional January expenses in the amount of $162,000, $623.88.
We usually get this ahead of us sending the checks out, but this was last month when we didn't meet. So next week you'll have this month's.
Questions or comments? Any audience comments related to agenda items? No? Okay.
I have a quick old business that's new old business. Chief, on the sheet, on number 8 that we just passed, I see that the total budget cost was $239,689, and we approved $211,901. What's the difference?
The difference is, the cost of the cameras was that number right there, and the others are peripheral, they still get paid by the grant, but it's like laptops, monitors, some wiring, so that, because these are gonna be wireless cameras, that we have places within the village where the cameras talk to each other, and it has to be, downloaded into
These are additional expenses that they think comes on my spending authority, so.
That's what I was going to ask. So we don't have to approve up to the 239?
We'll be back.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So did they have to approve the whole amount or just the amount?
We did because we thought it was above your spending authority. The other things were small. And we want to approve the whole, I don't have as much detail right now on the other numbers.
Okay, well, you guided us through this, so. Okay.
All right. Moving on to new business, ordinance 2023-1, an ordinance authorizing all actions necessary to accept NOPEC Energized Community Grant and declaring an emergency. And you want to suspend the rules?
We'd like to, because we'd like to claim our grant, which is in the $8,600 mark.
The 8,800 was last year's 20.
Okay, how much is this year?
grant, which we're just put into reimbursement. This grant that we're going for is 9806.
And this is also for heating.
Everything is for energy conservation measures. Just historically in the past, we've done 3 AC units, we've done our building, front end controls, we've done LED light conversions to not only, traffic lights, but we've also done it to the building and all kinds of stuff. Our intention is, again, to apply it to HVAC and bring on, we're looking at, wrapping up, quotations and stuff, but bringing on some of the components in the garages, that will certainly, as we move forward with the PD and FD, renovations, if and when that happens, those garages will still remain there and all that, technology will still be good and adaptable. So we'll be looking at bringing some of the co-ray vac heating systems in and, fire departments on there.
So, we'd like you to pass it so we can pick them up.
Move for suspension?
Yeah. I will make a motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
If you call roll on suspension of the rules, Anna.
Vincent,
Yes.
Silver,
Yes.
Duber,
Yes.
Harry,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
And I will make a motion to approve ordinance 2023-1.
Second.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions? Please call roll.
Vincent,
Yes.
Silver,
Yes.
Duber, Harry. Yes. Bilski,
Yes.
Any audience comments relating to matters which advance the good of the village? Looks like we do.
No, that'll be it. I'm just bringing her back in for what's to happen next.
Okay. Comments, Mayor.
Yes, today at 4 p.m., everyone should have received an emergency code red notification via your phone, email, and/or text. If you received it, there's nothing more you need to do. It means you are successfully signed up. If you did not receive a call from me at 4 o'clock today, please go to www.orangevillage.com and sign up so that you can be kept informed. We began taking orders today for leaf humus. You may do that via the website or call Village Hall. It will not be delivered till the end of May, but it goes fast, so hurry, hurry. A reminder that municipal income taxes are due on Tuesday, April 18th. Switching gears, about 27 years ago, when I was brand new mayor, we could have never done what we did tonight. We could not have approved $711,000 worth of infrastructure projects. And it was very concerning at that time how we were going to prepare for the future. Now, I know that Bob Zugan doesn't think that this is enough, and things are only getting more expensive. But, but 27 years ago, I wasn't sure what to do, and Mr. Dan Friedlander joined me for my first year as mayor, and he helped us go through the budget line item by line item. And I want to credit Mr. Friedlander with the infrastructure levy that came out as a result of our work, and I do believe that that has saved the finances of Orange Village through every turn up and down that has happened in the last 27 years. So thank you, that really helped the village a lot. Now, for him.
Further, to add to that, Mayor, as we move that forward to put it into the charter now it's a permanent levy, which is an invaluable asset to our community that very few, if any, other communities have to rely on for resource
Very lucky.
to enable us to do what we're doing.
Yeah, thank you. So anyways, this wasn't a ploy to get Dan to come out. We really are here to honor his daughter, who has achieved something that is, I know Judd will appreciate it because he was an Eagle Scout. So this is the equivalent of an Eagle Scout for Girl Scouts. And as much as I think it's a wonderful thing, I'm going to turn it over to Stacy because she really orchestrated this acknowledgement and effort to give you a little praise for such a good accomplishment. And Sarah's going to go to college next year, and I hope that this is something that you will build upon later on.
So first and foremost, I would like to congratulate Orange High School senior Sarah Friedlander and thank both her and her parents, Linda and Dan, for being here tonight, despite Sarah's very early morning huge exam she has tomorrow. A little background on the Gold Award. It is the highest and most prestigious honor in Girl Scouting. According to Girl Scouts of America, those girls who pursue their Gold Award aspire to transform an idea and vision for change into an actionable plan with measurable, sustainable, and far-reaching results. Less than 6% of eligible Girl Scouts achieve this. And to put that in some perspective, according to Jane Christensen, the CEO of the Girl Scouts of Northeast Ohio, only about 150 young women earn the Gold Award each year out of more than 70,000 Girl Scouts in Ohio. So that's huge. For as long as I've known her, Sarah is and always has been a problem solver, and that's why she is a perfect candidate for the Gold Award. To earn it, she had to figure out a problem in the community, make a plan to solve it, lead a group of volunteers, and make a lasting change. That is exactly what she did at her grandmother's assisted living facility. She built an ADA-accessible picnic table, cornhole, and yard games to invite those in the community to be outside comfortably and, most importantly, safely. But working as a Girl Scout to earn her Gold Award is not the only thing Sarah did last year, though that in itself would have been enough. She is also on the state champion world finalist OHS robotics team, the Flying Circuits, which heads back to the regionals next week. She has been a competitive fencer and a member of a rowing team. And in her spare time, though I can't imagine she really has any spare time, she works as a lifeguard at the Cleveland Racquet Club, and this member of the National Honor Society also attends classes at Notre Dame College through the College Credit Plus program, which I believe is where her test is tomorrow. So perhaps this mayor's proclamation will be a good excuse from maybe getting out of the test. We'll see how that works out. She is still finalizing her college choice, but plans to major in biochemistry at whatever university is lucky enough to get this young, courageous, and enterprising change maker. Whatever colors she ends up wearing next year, we are lucky that she is orange right now. And thanks to all of her efforts, that orange is brilliantly shining in prestigious gold. Congratulations, Sarah. The mayor has a proclamation if you would like to come up, and you're welcome to say a word or two if you like. Congratulations. You want to turn the proclamation around? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Congratulations. Sarah, if you want to say a word or two, you're welcome to do that. No pressure.
Speech.
Well, thank you for recognizing me. I'm just happy to have made a difference at my grandma's assisted living and in my community.
We look forward to seeing many more great things in the future. Congratulations. Thank you, Mayor.
I just want to add my congratulations to all those that have showered upon you already. I know what this means myself as an Eagle Scout, and I serve also on the Lake Erie Scout Council's Eagle Scout Committee and have done so for a number of years. And so I've seen and witnessed the work that young people do in developing these programs and projects in their communities to make a difference, and what they go on to do in the future, and how they become change agents for all of us to benefit. So thank you and congratulations.
You have to stay around for the rest of the meeting. If you want to get home and study for that test, you're welcome to leave. Thank you.
Comments? Okay. All right. I have no comments. Comments by council members. Mrs. Perry?
My only comments are next week we will be on the agenda to swear in Charles Mainberg to our Finance Committee. He's ready and willing to serve. And there's somebody in the wings. His name is Thomas Lowenkamp. He is not for sure he will join us, but he's going to be for his work. He has a compliance department he has to clear it through. And if he gets that clearance, then they'll attend some meetings and decide. So you may see that come up on our agenda too.
Did we approve Mainberg already?
I don't think so.
Yes, we did.
We did?
We did,
So
it's
we
already.
can swear him in. We just have to swear him in.
We haven't sworn him in.
Sorry, I forgot.
Does he get sworn in here at finance?
Swear him in at the finance meeting.
Okay.
So
Oh,
we'll be on
that-
the agenda. And the other gentleman has to do his due diligence and will let us know. It's great to see people involved. Wanting to be involved. And both these candidates have great financial experience.
Great. Thank you. Mr. Duber?
Any updates on Pinecrest Residential?
We have a meeting in a couple weeks to start a development agreement.
So has it been, is it agreed upon how many units and
It's been agreed, that that is what's gonna come out for public discussion.
So is that gonna come before council?
Planning Commission has the authority
Just have to be a public meeting coming up.
Do you think it's something that should come before council, at least for discussion prior to planning, just because it is such a big, but I'm just saying, just because it's such a, it is a big deal, and it's something that voters voted on years and years and years ago, and make sure that it's consistent with what voters voted on?
legal question.
It's not a legal question, but I think it's a appropriate.
Well, let us go through the motions, we'll bring it to council, and then you can decide, we can ask them to come in.
I think it should come to council to ask any questions and for a more public meeting.
And I'd also like to know when we are dealing with it on an agenda.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Vincent?
Mine's longer. Would you like to start at the other end? I can go, it's fine. We haven't met in a month, so there's a lot of stuff to catch up on. The board met Monday night, approved 3 big international trips to occur this fall and in 2024. Those include Spain, Costa Rica, and France. The cost per student is just under $4,000 per student, and they are looking for ways to fundraise to assist students so that anyone who wants to go is able to. So if anybody has any ideas for fundraising,
Because I was interviewed this morning by the Sound of Ideas, Rick Jackson, and he asked me that exact question. He said, your schools are now going on foreign travel, and if people can't afford it, do you think your community will step up and help them? And that's exactly
what did you answer, just out of curiosity?
I was sure that they would.
So the teachers who are involved are looking for ways to fundraise and to make it as accessible as possible to everybody who wants to go. It was just approved Monday, so I'm sure those discussions will be furthered, and you'll hear about it more at the meeting coming up, I'm sure. The next mayor's meeting, as I just mentioned, with the BOE will be held on March 9th. Obviously, everyone here is welcome to go. It's at 8 a.m. that day, and I'm sure they're going to fill you in on that, along with building renovation, purchase updates, including a new roof for the high school, new laptops for the teachers. There's also a board retreat scheduled for this Friday at noon to discuss diversity efforts and the next steps with that, along with updates on strategic planning, possible permanent improvement levy, and the treasurer's update.
I am concerned about the permanent improvement levy. I understand it. I know that it's a net reduction. I don't know where we are at yet on ours, but keeping that really clearly forefront of my mind.
And I imagine coming out of the meeting, I know the treasurer is a big part of that meeting, his report. So I'm sure after the retreat this weekend, you'll hear more at the mayor's meeting next week.
Yeah, Scott also
Or that. There was an outstanding math night held at the elementary school. We saw many familiar faces there. If you check out the Facebook post, you'll see our own Ryan Velsky there with his child. And there were more than 300 adults and children who attended to enjoy engaging math with each other. And maybe he'll make a comment or two about that too from his perspective. We have a bunch of double Orange Village Orange Schools recognitions. And I just wanted to give a couple shout outs because these are all really impressive feats and I'm so glad they're all orange. Congratulations to Janie Boyle, who won the Big 12 Platform Diving Championship. The class of 19 grad is the daughter of residents Jim Boyle and school board member Rebecca Boyle. OHS track star Eddie Harrell, also class of 19, won the Horizon League Indoor Championship in the men's 800 meter run. He finished with an extraordinary time, in my opinion, of 1:55.39. That seemed very, very quick to me. He raced for Oakland University and won the whole thing, so congratulations to him. I also want to congratulate OHS senior and Orange Village resident Josh Schoenbrunn, who just got back from performing in Los Angeles for the Friendship Circle International Surf City Marathon, which raised awareness and spread the mission of inclusion for people with disabilities. Josh joined fellow marching band alum Alan Vatesman and others in the Cleveland Friendship Circle Band. So congratulations to Josh. And just announced today, congratulations to OHS senior and Orange Village resident Marina Caparozzi, who was named Kiwanis' March Student of the Month. I had the honor of coaching Marina in Lionettes, where she was the head flag captain this past year, along with a myriad of other activities that she's been involved in. She's certainly earned this, and congratulations to Marina. If you want to read more about that, you can read it on the Orange Schools Facebook page and website. Maybe we could cross it over to ours too, as an Orange Village resident, and it will be at
Orange Hill Facebook page.
Orange Hill Facebook page. Yeah, and it will be in the papers in the weeks ahead too. So congratulations to all of those students. In other accolades, both mock trial teams are headed to state competition next week. Orange is the only school in Northern Ohio invited to send 2 teams to Columbus, which is huge. We also had our swim team and one of our divers compete at the state competition this week. And all 3 of our Orange Schools National Merit semifinalists were named National Merit finalists. The Orange Schools are hosting a job fair on Thursday, March 16th from 3:30 to 7 for anyone who might like to join me in working at the Orange Schools. The flyer has been posted on the school's website. I don't know if it's been passed on to you or not, but they're hoping to get that on all of the village websites. These are for jobs at the Orange Schools, so if you're looking for a great place to work in your own backyard, please check it out and tell your friends. Okay. We'll get you that flyer and get it posted. This week marked the 1-year anniversary of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and Brady Middle School's Ukraine Culture Club hosted a very powerful emotional exchange with students in the Ukraine, which was captured on the local news. One of our Orange Village parents, Alex Toporowski, brought items from our area over to the students in Ukraine and presented those items during the live virtual meet and greet. Ironically, this meet and greet happened while the students were forced to go to the bomb shelter because sirens had gone off right before it. It was just a very poignant moment poignant exchange between our students and their students. If anyone would like to help the Ukrainian people, let me know and I can put you in touch with Alex and his nonprofit organization. And finally, I had the honor of attending the phenomenal Music Stars in the Classics program a few weeks ago, hosted by our own Orange Village resident, Jody Cantor. That program was entitled Love is in the Air. Yes, it was a Valentine's program, and it featured incredible up-and-coming talent from around our area performing songs to fill your heart. It was at the Church of the Western Reserve.
She used to hold them here.
I know they've done some here before, and I think in the summer concert series, they've done a bunch too. Yeah, this was a,
Quite a few here.
yeah, so the next one coming up is back, I believe, back at Church of Western Reserve, but I can check it. It's March 26th and will be a festival of the warm and passionate rhythms of music by composers from Latin and South America. I highly recommend it. It was a phenomenal program. And with that, march on. Thanks, everybody.
Mr.
Play on
Klein?
words. Very cute. Planning Commission met on February 21st. Our agenda had originally included a significant addition to a house over on West Woodcrest, which was approved. There was another house that was supposed to go on that will add to the Lakes of Orange development. However, failing a letter of approval from the Lakes of Orange Homeowners Association, it could not be included on the agenda, will therefore be on our next agenda, I believe, next week.
Because he doesn't like us caring about what the homeowners
Oh, I
association
know.
says.
Well, we talked about, you know, we talked about that.
Did you?
Yes, that was a discussion.
Because I had asked the question, could we approve it subject to that? And
Bob McLaughlin's answer was, if there may be some significant change as a result of the homeowners association review, he doesn't want to have to go through the process of having to have it reviewed twice by the village.
Your answer,
Bef-
the law director's answer was, we can't give away our veto power.
That's what he always says. We also had, that's it from Planning Commission. We have another meeting coming, our first meeting in March is next Tuesday. And, do you want to talk about the vaping? No. Okay, we'll talk about that next week. Okay. That's it from I want to thank Chief Costura and his staff for the work that they've done in creating this grant and the work that will come as a result of that and the security that adds to our community. It's something we should relish and be appreciative of. And thanks to Bob Zugan and Brian for their work in the development of our bids for the road repairs and culvert replacements. Those are absolutely critical and really appreciate all the work that goes into doing that. Thank you and good night.
All right, I got three things I want to touch on real quick before, just to reinforce how wonderful of a place we live and how great of a community this is. Starting with the night of February 10th, since our last meeting. Didn't sleep very much that night, but the time that I did sleep, I missed the sound of the tree falling that blocked the entire cul-de-sac where I live. And before, we didn't know what we were going to do. We got calls from the school very promptly letting us know that the bus will be picking people up on Orangewood Drive. But before the bus could even arrive in our neighborhood, Bob Zugan's team was there cutting this tree out of the street. It was a very large street blocking the entire cul-de-sac, so no cars could get through, no bus. And before you could even blink, they had this entire tree removed and carried away in a excavator all the way back out of the neighborhood. So very impressive. I wrote him, just the subject line of my email to him was, wow. I really couldn't believe it. Nobody on my street, everybody was just in awe. So anyway, thank you for that. That was awesome. My wife was in a little fender bender, which has not happened to us in probably our entire driving careers. And I also have to just commend Chief Costura and his staff, particularly Officer Gobriel, who helped my wife and I navigate through how to do it. We didn't know what to do after getting hit, and he was just so helpful and very, very appreciative of his time and effort that he spent to kind of help and just talk us through it. So that was awesome. And then I'll also just comment on, there's been a slew of programming, some of the things you touched on, the math night. other programs through the PPLC, a daddy-daughter dance that we had, a field trip that I got to chaperone to the Natural History Museum, all this stuff just since our last meeting, and math night at Moreland, and it's just not lost on me at all how wonderful of a community this is to be raising my children, and to top it all off, the focus on the safety is very, very much appreciated as a father of 3 young children in the area. So thank you all, and let's keep doing it the way we're doing it. So that's it.
Thank you. Any other comments? Adjourned.